You're back with Ayers Academy with the karate on the tennis court today. That's where the karate lesson is going to come from today. And today I just want to go over a concept kind of covering the area of back fists. Because there's so many different types of back fists, ways to deliver them, and so forth. So if you're a white belt, all the way up maybe to a black belt, doesn't really matter your style. What I'm going to cover today applies to everyone. So first, let's just talk about the impact area of the hand. So when you're delivering a back fist, the idea is to deliver it with the back of those two knuckles. Stay away from these, ideally, the back of the hand. You don't want to injure yourself. But ideally with the back of those two knuckles, because that's where you're going to do your most damage in hitting your opponent, your attacker, especially if it's in a self-defense scenario, right? So anywhere in the back of those two knuckles. And there again, on a side note, this is kind of the way old school Okinawan karate people would make a fist. This is how I was taught to make a fist back in 1980. You could make it like that. That's just fine as well, okay? So anyway, the impact area of the hand is the back of those two knuckles. Next is, keep in mind, are you in an offensive manner or are you playing defense? You could deliver a back fist in either one of those two. So that's kind of just a general looking down overview. This next would be my body posture. Am I down low? Am I up high? Have I been pushed against a wall? Am I facing two opponents? Have I been pushed forward? I turn around, there's two opponents, or maybe even three. There again, self-defense. Or am I, like here we're on the tennis court, do I have a large open area with plenty of maneuverability around with me and one other opponent or two or three, whatever it is, right? So that's something to kind of keep in the back of your mind as well. Now looking at, there again, back fist, plural. There's basic different types of back fists that you can deliver. We're just going to kind of look at the main ones that you might come across in your karate school, your taekwondo school, even if you're doing working out MMA in your local MMA gym and you're learning how to kick and punch and strike and all that sort of thing. The different types of back fist are applicable to you as well. So there again, we would have first just what we call a basic speed back fist. So this could be done from I'm up high here, like this, or I could be kind of down low. I could deliver the speed back fist laterally, or I could deliver it straight in front of me. There again, I could have someone in front of me who's just pushed me against a wall. I'm going to strike them with the back of that hand, the back of those two knuckles. So speed back fist. The speed back fist could also be done with a spin move, which I'll show you that in a moment. But next we have a power back fist. We have two different types of what I kind of would put them in the category of a power back fist. The first primarily is one where I have to prepare my fist in order to have almost like I'm swinging a baseball bat. But there again, my elbow, I can't have the elbow down when I'm delivering that power back fist. I need to have the elbow up. If it's down, I try to deliver it, it's easier for my opponent to block that my arm at my elbow or above. And there again, he's going to jam my technique. I'll never get it through. So in preparation, my elbow is almost in the same plane as my wrist and shoulder. And I'm going to pull. That's where the power comes from. It's almost like swinging a baseball bat or a tennis racket on a tennis court. There's also another back fist that if you are a traditional karate student, you're doing your katas, whether it's like nahanchi or some of the pinon katas, or if you're a Japanese karateka, it's in your heian katas. But then you may see it in your basai katas if you are a Japanese martial art karate student. If you're an Okinawan black belt, you might do what's called the pasai katas. Same thing, basically. But this would be that back fist. It's almost like an inverted punch, and it's done with those two knuckles. For myself, I've always kind of looked at this in a way as kind of like a back fist, because I could do speed back fist, power back fist, or there again, that little right there thing to me, it's more of a back fist than it is a full-on punch or tsuki punch. So those are your primary back fists without spinning. Now, with a spin, where I'm rotating, I could rotate and do a spin back fist. There again, I'm almost in a modest horse stance when I deliver that. So there again, I'm spinning, I'm stopping my body, my torso, and I'm just doing basically that speed back fist. Now, if I were to follow through, I'm actually delivering, now you see now I'm facing you, but I'm delivering that technique actually before this foot hits the ground. But I'm able to pull and twist, like just like the baseball athlete is swinging the baseball bat, okay? He's going to twist his whole body, his whole torso through. Now, defense or offense, getting back to that for just a moment. I could do a back fist, but that back fist could be to set up something. Maybe I want to draw my opponent's hands up. So I might throw that as kind of like a decoy. Or it could be what I'm actually aiming for. Or if it's defense, maybe it's because something is coming in at me, okay? It could be a stick that's being jabbed at me, or it could be a kick, it could be a punch. I could block it and move in and throw that back fist. So there again, the way I'm using a back fist is dependent upon 2 or 3 other factors. The higher you get in your learning within your martial arts, you'll be able to deliver all of these with the same expertise, regardless of how complicated it might be. So that's our lesson today, just back fist. Join us again for another simple tutorial that can be applied to any martial art. Thank you.